Deep Blue and Blue Deep Blue Sea 3 is compared to these two films.
Oh.
This bitch will never die.
Oh, it's going to be so good. Are you going to we're going to cover Deep Rising as a palate cleanser between 2 and 3? Ooh. Are you going to...
I'm going to try, but I promise nothing.
Okay.
It's a whole film in a week to work out the depth and the blueness. I'll try and estimate it as best I can, but I'm not going to fine-tooth comb it like I have done chapter by chapter.
I will say, though, we recommended Deep Rising to Kevin, and he watched it and loved it.
Yes, and I've had spoilers on this film. We're about to watch it next week.
Oh.
It's fine. It's very minor. It's fine.
Okay, yeah, stay away. Did I do it? Did I?
No, it was just the conversation between Kevin and another listener which we were tagged in. That's fine. I glanced at it and thought, well, I'm just going to mute this. But I'm glad they liked it. I look forward to liking it and discussing it next week as our palate cleanse between this and Deep Blue Sea 3.
I can't wait. I got to tell you, so when we started this journey, Nick, I liked the movie more, and I was just thinking I'm going to go into these 11 chapters and just be positive, because no one wants to just dunk on a movie for 11 weeks. That just seems like it seems like a waste of time and too easy. But over these 11 weeks, I feel like Jay has really seen me grow as a Deep Blue Sea 2 lover, because I've just grown a wonderful love of this film. It has personality. There are some very memorable lines. There's some interesting moments. I don't know. I love it now. And you know what? How short it is too. This movie goes by really quick.
It really does.
I've just learned to embrace it. And so you watched the first chapter. We had a fun time talking about it, but I know you just watched it last night, but what are your overall thoughts about this movie from like the first clip to the end? Like, how has that evolved?
I kind of, this is going to sound weird, I kind of want more. I think because it goes by so fast that a lot gets lost. And I want something with, no pun intended, I want something with a little more depth.
It had more depth. We just discussed
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
I don't... Who? As well.
I got a who and a wow. Oh man, I got the double.
You got a crying through tears by the sounds of it. Or laughing through tears.
There's just something about it where I feel like they just kept repeating themselves over and over, right? Like, we get it. You're the one with a crazy idea and you're trying to rev up these sharks and you're trying to increase human potential. We get it. Try to introduce like some kind of new conflict, because even when the husband and wife team, Daniel and Leslie, right, when they, I guess I'm saying it right all the time, when they come together and have that moment where Daniel's like, yeah, I've been taking your research, it feels like it's just over. It feels like it happens, and she's like, well, don't do it again. He's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, we're here now.
And then it's over. Yeah, like, well, we're kind of stuck here for the weekend, and I think that's another thing that doesn't help, too. Passage of time. We can't really tell when it's day or night, because we keep going up to, which actually brings me to a point about this scene. We jump up to the surface every so often, and it's daylight, yes, but I think there is a weird time travel element to the last chapter here, the little bit of time we have before the end credits. We pan in from the ocean, right? And we're at the beach and we're seeing everybody and we see the surfers. And when we cut to the couple, off to the left, we see the red flag flying. But when they go to pick up their boards, it's green and then it's replaced with a red flag.
Whoa.
I wonder if this is some weird all along the Watchtower purgatorial thing. You know what I mean? All along the Watchtower, right? There must be some kind of way out of here, said the Joker to the Thief. But at the end of the song, two riders were approaching and the wind began to howl, right? So you're in this endless cycle. What if this couple is in this endless cycle of surfing and they're trying to defeat the sharks, and when they defeat the sharks, they can leave purgatory and go to be it heaven or hell? We don't know what kind of people they are, so I don't just want to assume heaven.
But crazy time loop.
Isn't it? It's kind of weird that would happen. Like, I mean, all right, clearly it's continuity error, but what if it's not? What if it's this, I can't think of the word, philosophical Jungian, if you will, Carl Jungian type expose into, the human mind, the left brain, the right brain. There's two people there.
Yeah, I mean, you have the mother.
Each side of the brain.
right? You have the mother as in Bella, the different theories in there with her babies.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy that all along the Watchtower you made sure to tell us that it was Hendrix, not the LFO song.
I mean, technically it's a Dylan song, but
I know.
Jimmy did it, and
Yeah.
Dylan was pretty much like, yeah, it's yours now.
Like when LFO covered Imagine.
Now, I'm going to Google this
No, it didn't happen.
because I want it to be real. I'm sorry. I really want to hear that in the worst, just the worst way. Because I know they like girls that wear Abercrombie and Fitch. Take it if they had one wish. But
Yeah.
I really want to hear them just, oh my gosh. Could you imagine?
Yeah, I would love.
No.
I'm the one who brought it up.
Imagine?
Oh, I answered it earnestly based on a bad joke. Back to the time loop. I watched that movie.
I have no idea what LFO is, so I'm just gonna...
I watched on Amazon the Map of Tiny Pretty Things. I don't know if you've heard about it.
I have, but I have not seen it yet.
It's good. Yeah, it's really nice. It's really pleasant. It's a lot of fun. It's really creative. Both the leads are really good. Also, Catherine Newton was in Freaky this year too, which is she swaps bodies with Vince Vaughn, so she's in two kind of fun movies back to back.
It gets released in the UK soon.
Oh, nice. No, it's really pleasant. We watched. So we were gonna when you plan on background watching a movie, and then you like it, and then you just drop everything and watch it. That was this movie. LFO was featured a lot.
Okay.
LFO, a.k.a. Light Funky Ones. Group out of New Bedford, Massachusetts. Jay, they were a popular American pop and hip-hop band. And the three members, Devin, Brad, and Rich.
They had a song with De La Soul.
Mm-hmm.
And De La Soul have a really good song on the Judgment Night soundtrack.
I don't feel compelled to look them up.
Stephen Dorff was in Judgment Night, and he was also in Blade with Wesley Snipes. I'm trying to get back to Deep Blue Sea too, but I'm really having trouble here.
Apologies.
Wesley
I'm just talking.
Snipes.
I just wanted to mention Brad from LFO. His birthday is September 11th. Very unfortunate.
Wesley Snipes is in Coming to America, and Sam Jackson was in the first one. There we go.
Oh,
Deep Blue
there
Sea.
it is. Great job.
Ooh, LFO, 3 members, and Deep Blue Sea, 3 people survive at the end. Although I will say this, Downer, the only original member left is Brad, as Rich and Devin have passed away.
Like many of the characters in Deep Blue Sea.
This up, and we just can't get back to the movie. But now I'm so fascinated by LFO.
Well, all right. So Jay, they had a song called "Summer Girls."
I think I have heard, like, Punch Up the Jam did a cover of it, or analysed it, so I'm aware of that, but I couldn't remember LFO.
It's a mind-boggling song, but it was a big hit here. I mean,
Massive.
Yeah, really, it was like it was everywhere, right?
It reached number 3 on the Billboard charts. That's how big it got.
Oh wow, what was 1 and 2?
I don't know, but I tell you what, I'm gonna find out.
Sorry to do that to you, man. I hate it when I'm like, yeah, it was number 4. Yeah, what was number 1? It's like, well,
Don't, because now I'm just
oh, and also
certified
Michael Trent,
platinum, by the way.
let me tell y'all something. Michael Trent, the editor on this, he got his start in the editorial department with Steven Spielberg. So he was an assistant editor. But I want to tell you the movies he's worked on. He did Gargoyles, the animated show, which was excellent. Then he went to L.A. Confidential. Then he went to Amistad. Then Saving Private Ryan. Jump up a little bit, and he went to AI, Minority Report, Catch Me If You Can. Then he did The Terminal. Then he did Munich. That's a heck of and then he did Lost Boys of Thirst, which the writers of this movie wrote Lost Boys of Thirst. So, and then he did move down here to the editor. This guy, he went to do Deep Blue Sea 2, but he also did Sinister 2, Gem and the Holograms,
Ooh.
The Marine 2. I just thought that was interesting. But the editor of this movie got their start with Spielberg. It's pretty cool. They must have apprenticed with Spielberg's editor.
Well, when LFO reached number 3 with Summer Girls, number 1 was Christina Aguilera with Genie in a Bottle.
Dirty Rotten. I was just about to pull it up.
And then number 2 was Enrique Iglesias with Bailamos. My apologies to everyone. Number
Let the
4.
rhythm take you over.
Love that song, dude.
Okay. Well, number 4, down from number 1 2 weeks previously, was Destiny's Child with Bills, Bills, Bills. And at number 5, Smash Mouth and All Star.
Okay, and 6 through 10 was Limp Bizkit, Korn, Filter in there.
No, we have 702 with Where My Girl's At.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lopez with If You Had My Love. Psy and JoJo. KC. Sorry. Tell Me It's Real. Backstreet Boys with I Want It That Way. And Pearl Jam with Last Kiss at number 10.
Oh, Last Kiss? That wild cover made it to number 10?
It peaked at number 2.
Wow, that song was
Sorry,
all
no,
over the place.
it peaked number 2. 9 weeks
14
prior.
weeks on the chart.
Okay, what was 8 and 9 again?
8 and 9 were Casey and JoJo, Tell Me It's Real, and Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way.
Oh, I Want It That Way had to have had 1.
No, that peaked at number 6.
No, that's not. Wait, that's their most famous song.
I'd say Backstreet's Back. All right is maybe their most famous song.
You want to hear an interesting tidbit? My friends and I sang that song to people. I Want It That Way.
I am in no way surprised.
I am. I want to hear more, but you can't just hit us with something like that and then take it away.
We would sing that song, and then at prom, I was supposed to do Outcast, Bombs Over Baghdad, but the guy backed out of it, so then I grabbed somebody else, and we did Jump by Criss Cross at prom.
You and I had very different childhoods, Mark.
What, you weren't trying to sing Outcast at prom?
No, I didn't go to my prom.
Mark, are you ready to have your mind blown?
What?
I Want It That Way. It peaked at 77.
It peaked at 6.
It peaked at 77. You didn't let me finish. On December 31st, 2020.
Okay.
Whoa.
It came back.
Did it get re-released after that Brooklyn Nine-Nine opening?
Oh, that amazing opening.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
That was me. Those criminals were me singing.
Good. See, the song I'm most excited about being in the top 100 is number 27, Lone Star with Amazed. So.
Oh yeah, that was everywhere.
Terrible song. just terrible.
I've almost ridden my bike into a parked car when I started singing that song, and I closed my eyes because I'm just so bad. That's something that almost killed me.
It just took you away.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, the intro. I mean, the piano in there, the dulcet tones of his voice. I mean, come on. I'm still bummed I missed Dylan and Hendrix. That kind of stings a little bit that I forgot about that. That kind of hurts. That's like me saying that Hallelujah was not
Rufus Wainwright.
Yeah. Well, no, was Rufus Wainwright, and it wasn't Leonard Cohen.
Jeff Buckley.
That's what it was. Leonard Cohen originally, right?
Sure. I genuinely don't know.
Oh, okay. Because you just messed me up there. I was like, what?
Do you genuinely not know, or do you genuinely not know? Who was at number 16 with So Anxious?
Yeah, it's a Leonard Cohen song.
Oh, that made my side hurt.
I apologize to all the people.
No one is still listening to this. It's fine.
Can I say this though? That should be a new game. You pick a week, you pick a year, and that the game is to fit as many references into it as you can. I'll tell you this though, I got my window closed. It's hot in here. It's like 98 degrees. Number 28 with I Do Cherish You. See?
Yeah.
When I was watching Deep Blue Sea 2 though today, I looked at it and I just said, "You are my fire." I did. My one desire. Believe when I say.
No, I don't.
I want to watch Deep Blue Sea this way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's back that thing up and get talking about Deep Blue Sea 2 and this idea of time travel. Do you guys think it's possible, or is it a continuity error? And I feel like that's the only one in the film. I don't remember seeing any other ones where it threw me off so much.
Well, here's the thing. I take continuity errors seriously. So in Dark Knight, when they go through the tunnel and they come out, it's night.